One of the most common misperceptions since October 7th, 2023, is that people think that what they're seeing is part of a century-old conflict between the Jewish people or the Zionist movement and the Palestinian national movement. Now, indeed, there is a conflict between these two conflicting, clashing national narratives, between the narrative of those who support Jewish self-determination, meaning the Zionists, that see themselves as the real indigenous people of the region. If you've been to Jerusalem and you looked at the digging in the Western Wall area, you know that the Jews are the indigenous people of the region. And then on the other side, you have millions of Palestinians that claim that they also have the right to have national self-determination. However, 10/7 has nothing to do with that. 10/7 was carried out by Hamas. Hamas is a radical, jihadist, Islamist organization. Now, what is Islamism? Islamism is the deployment and the exploitation of Islam for the fulfillment of political goals. From that perspective, Hamas is no different than all other Islamist organizations that we're familiar with here in the West, like ISIS, famous for its beheadings and the murder and the mutilation of Yazidi women in Iraq. Boko Haram, famous for abducting 300 girls in Nigeria. Al-Qaeda, of course, famous for carrying out 9/11 and the aftermath. Taliban was controlling Afghanistan, and the list goes on and on and on. And of course, the Islamic Brothers in Egypt, the Islamic Jihad in Gaza, which is an offspring of Islamic Brothers, and of course, Hamas. In other words, the conflict between Israel and Hamas erupted on 10/7, imposed on Israel by Hamas on 10/7, is a manifestation of an inter-civilizational clash between radical Islam and the rest of the world. If you may, it's the West versus the rest.